today, not only with our video, but with our audio as well. I realized from the audio only experience that we're only on one side of the speaker. I'm trying to get the mixer sorted out, but for some reason, it's I don't know. I'm illiterate today. But as I was saying earlier, and for those just now tuning in to our live streams, you almost lost me this morning. 5 a.m. I was on my way somewhere, and someone pulled out right in front of me into oncoming traffic. 75 miles per hour. I was 2 inches away from a head-on collision, and in that moment, it really does all flash before you. My entire every survival molecule in my body responded, and I felt just a primal, something primal take over, and being 2 inches away from that head-on collision, it really made me realize what is important in life. It really made me realize that life is precious, that it is finite, that in an instant it can be taken from you. And so, with that being said, I think that we need to make sure that we stay focused on these working class solidarity movements, because what are we doing out here? Why are we allowing so many people to struggle, so many people to starve in the streets, to not have access to basic health care, to not have access to housing, when all of these things are readily available? Yeah, here we go again with some problem with the streaming. Man, this is actually starting to get aggravating. I'm going to keep the audio being ambitious. Who knows? All right, restarting the stream. Hopefully this one can take effect, because it's starting to get a little aggravating. TikTok, I appreciate y'all if we can get some taps on that screen. Oh, it looks like it is working. It's just I'm not seeing the feedback on my end from being live. But yeah, so just so much going on in the world. I'm glad that I wasn't taken out of it from some clown just not even paying attention. Drove right into oncoming traffic. And it's not like it was a one lane each way. I was on a highway. I was on a median divided highway, and this person turned and was driving in the wrong direction. Maybe they were doing a wide U-turn. I don't know what was going on, but in that moment, I was 2 inches away from it all just being over. I mean, at the speed that I was going, it's not like I was speeding. I was traveling 75 miles per hour, regular speed. But at that speed, and the way that the car was and where I would have taken the collision and the vehicle I'm driving, I mean, frankly, I'm not driving no big beast of a vehicle. I would have gotten hit either head on the driver's side or T-boned because of the way I took evasive maneuvers, and I guess once they realized that they were literally about to take someone out, it would have been either head-on or T-bone, because we both kind of veered away. But he was just right there, dude. It was shoo, and he turned the wrong way to avoid me. Actually turned like they were turning into me. And I had to go off the side of the road, and I almost lost control of the vehicle and flipped into a ditch and stuff. It was crazy, man. It's crazy. And of course that person just sped away immediately, almost took my life and then sped away. And it just goes to show you one of the aspects of just the transportation issue with this country. So many lives are taken, so many lives are lost because we don't have reliable transportation. We don't have reliable public transportation in these communities. Everyone has to be driving around in their cars and stuff like that. And it's just like, why, Why, when all of these things are available to us, are we choosing willingly to continue to allow lives to be destroyed, to continue to allow people to suffer? It just makes no sense to me. And in those moments, in that brief flash before, I came back to reality, of course, first off, my family, my young sons, my wife. And secondly, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I have two marriages. I'm married, faithfully to my wife and married faithfully to the working class movement. And it all flashed before me. It was all, I don't know. I don't know, but I'm a new man today. I'm a new man today. A bolder, more sick, more left, more radical man, solely focused on the liquidation of the billionaire class. Solely focused on continuing the momentum that we saw this weekend with no kings. They're reporting 7 million. I'll give you 10. There's no way for them to be able to count all that. But based on all of the activity that we've seen, based on the ocean of bodies that we've seen, based on all of the social media posts that we've seen, based on everything that we've seen in all of our data, we can easily say it was upwards of 8 to 10 million people. And that's not even including internationally. The Solidarity movement was an international movement. We've seen it in multiple countries, multiple working class solidarity movements coming together to coalesce with no kings. And that's what we're going to continue to see until we get to the flashpoint of the general strike. The general strike will be, at a minimum, a week long, and we will grind this economy to a halt until material conditions improve. Now, people will say, you're ambitious, and I say yes. As the CEO of the most sick left radical organization in America, why would I not be ambitious? I'm not even 30 years old yet, and I've climbed my way to the top. I didn't have to dye my hair blue. I didn't have to get a septum piercing, and that's no shots at none of my comrades, because all are welcome on the left. But I'm just saying, the traditional route that the conservatives would give you to be a sick left radical, it's not true. It's not true. 10 years ago, when I came home from anything, I put on Fox News. It was the first thing I put on. I consumed Fox News for about 12 to 13 hours a day. I was a radical conservative. I was a fundamentalist Christian. I'm still a Christian. Thank God I made it home. Thank God he let me make it home and didn't take me on that road this morning. But 10 years ago, I was MAGA light. I was pre-MAGA, My grandfather, God rest his soul, had me convinced that Barack Hussein Obama was the Antichrist. And that's me as a half-black man believing that another black man was coming to destroy the world. I was pre-MAGA, absolutely. And so, I know it's easy to get caught in the sauce. I know it's easy to be lost. I know all the things. It's really aggravating me that I can't see my chat. I can't see that I'm currently streaming on any of these platforms. And I'm having a feedback issue from OBS right now. And I'm still new to this platform, so I don't fully understand exactly what I'm supposed to do to reset. And I don't want to sit on all of my channels to try to make sure that they're working appropriately, especially when I'm trying to stream. And I don't want to have to keep trying to reset the live because it just makes for a poor recording experience. It makes for a poor overall live experience. But I do appreciate everyone. Just bearing with us as we continue to improve our conditions, as we continue to increase the audio quality, the video quality, as we continue to improve our movement, our voice, and our platform, which ultimately is the most sick, most left, most radical platform that there is, and we are proud of it. So it does show that I am live right now. Does show that I'm live on multiple. It's just I can't see it from my Omni channel and I can't see the chat. So if you're chatting with me right now, I apologize. I cannot see it. If you are on other platforms, perhaps you would be interested in migrating to TikTok for right now because I can definitely see what's going on TikTok. Very aggravating though. I almost want to just reset it. I can piece together the recordings.